Hi, this is Tom Brady with Vintage American Realty. Today we're going to take a look at the Fair Housing Disclosure Form. You're going to need that whenever you do a buyer seller disclosure, okay? So we're going to log into Stratus. We're going to be in Info Center. We're going to go down to Resources. We're going to open up Resources right here. We're going to click on Instanet, which you'll be using for most forms. Okay, and that's going to open up there. We're going to go on Forms here. One key MLS, you'll almost always be in there. Okay, so now you have a bunch of different forms that are very useful and some that aren't so useful, but we're looking for the disclosure fair housing. So here it says buyer side, seller side. That's not correct. It's actually one for either side, so you could use either one. So we're going to come over to these triple dots. We're going to click new, and today we're going to use create new standalone form. Okay, so we'll get you started with this. Okay, so here's the form. You can read it at your leisure, but you will need it whenever you need a buyer-seller disclosure. You don't want to get fined. Okay, so here's what we're going to fill out now. This form was provided to me by, you'll put your name, I'll put my name, Thomas Brady, from Vintage American Realty. Hopefully we're all from Vintage American Realty, as this is a Vintage American Realty training film. Okay, now if you have one buyer, put in their name, John Smith. If you have two buyers, you'll click this little plus and you'll type in their name. We'll say it's Joan Smith, whatever it is, it is. Okay, so now if you had a hard copy one, you would need to do this next step, but we'll do it because we want to be thorough. In case they have a bad signature, you can't read it. Now you can see their name right under it. It is above in the form, but you can do this also. It's easy enough to do. Okay, so then you would date it, or they could date it. They sign it, and then you're done with this. You should make 2 copies so they can keep a copy and you can keep a copy for your records. You don't want to get fined. So a general rule is that whenever you give out a buyer-seller disclosure, you should be having one of these filled out also. Okay, then we could just save it, or we could print it. If we went here, we could print it, and we'd be done with it. Okay, and that is the Fair Housing Disclosure Form. Thank you.